Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visitors and our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His team making the long flight, always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. His counterpart on the other side, the coach of the home team. His team back after the International Series game a week ago, so we'll see how fresh their legs really are. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
As you watch the tape from last week, it really just came down to decision-making. Just too often he made the wrong throw, the wrong read, the wrong decision, and it ended up costing his team pretty heavily. So it gets back to the basics. Just trust your eyes. Take what the defense is giving you. You don't have to force things. As the game goes on, those opportunities to attack, they'll present themselves.
They bring the tight end in motion. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
No chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Off of the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going up top. That's hard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here we go, set, ready.
He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21. And that will be a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Cats will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Sentinels offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Portland first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's across midfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's enough for a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
On the check.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Garendo. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. From the 21, here's second down and 9.
Come on. 60 vices, 60 vices.
They'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Back to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. His kick is good. And the Sentinels will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Caps offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Flush to his right. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And the Montreal first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even, 3 apiece the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Go. Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good blocking up front. Paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Gain of 9.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing now from the gun. The throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up the first down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19.
This one's caught at the 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be third down.
So 3rd and goal inside the 5, Mike. Defensively, what you're trying to do is, of course, keep him out of the end zone. But the second step is don't allow them to have any decision about whether or not they want to go for it on 4th down.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU. And the Sentinels are going to take possession.
At their own 8-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Pass caught. Pat Shavers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd and 7.
At the 11-yard line.
We'll try the right side this time. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards.
3rd down and 9. Complete. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
35-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run. Here's Garendo. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
The Portland 1st down.
Ready. Hot 70, hot 70. Go.
They run on the jet sweep, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this 1st half. Greg and I will be right back after this.
Ready, set.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Rolling right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Ready.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Portland. It's his second touchdown of the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The PAT, up and good. And the Sentinels take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Caps offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Now, faking the give, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now a second timeout called by the defense. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. 3rd down, 3 to go.
It's a pickup of 13. Leads to 3rd down and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the defense can't come up and stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long.
Let's go. 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
6 yards.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Sentinels offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A huge play just before the half.
A gain of
52 yards.
First down, Portland.
And he'll spike it to stop the clock. And now, if they choose, have a chance for a long field goal here before the break. Oh, he hooked it. Wide to the right. No good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
Caps 3.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Caps offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down.
Come on.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's enough for a first down.
Let's go.
Now give on the ground, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8.
Set it. Ready.
Now give up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true with...
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. His throw left side is complete. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing here on third, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newbin. And the Sentinels are going to have it just past their 25.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one into the hands of Turner. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
Ready, ready.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Portland first down.
79.
Slot man in motion left.
Go.
Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 7. They'll look to throw. And left side, it's caught. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big play on that one. 47 yards.
At the 2-yard
Come on,
line.
come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to the air one more time. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A 4-yard loss.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4.
Back on leading. Ready.
This looks like a design run, and he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line, but now it's fourth down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. To the goal line and in. Bud Means. Touchdown Sentinels. Extra point try, fourth time. He knocks it through. And the Sentinels move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Caps 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Caps offense ready to get back at it. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed fourth down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more fourth and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play caller's in the NFL, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
That's taken at about the 14, and it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Sentinels offense ready to get back to work. And they're getting closer to a second win on the season. All they got to do is hold on here, and a good drive right now would help. They'll start it 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Has caught. Back Shavers. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
31-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And that will be a first down.
13 yards. First down, Sentinels.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here comes Dorinda. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
He's going to air this one out, and that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Hold the
3rd down, they need 5.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
19, 18.
Slot man going to move in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was taken down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Here we go, set. Purple 80.
He'll go right and find his running back, and he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Portland. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Next to score is Sentinels 24, Caps 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Caps offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Okay,
Here's 2nd and 6.
ready?
Short pass taken in by the tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his man right side. It's complete. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Here we go, set, ready?
He'll drop to throw. Headed left, fine time.
The quarterback on the scramble.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Drive and start on the ground. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.